Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Boogie. This is a 2021 film. It's been in theaters for a couple weeks, and it is rated R, very much. It runs about an hour and a half, right on the dot, and it stars Taylor Takahashi, Pamela Chi, and Jorge Lendenborg Jr. The description of this is a coming of age story of Alfred Boogie Chin, a basketball phenom living in Queens, New York, who dreams of one day playing in the NBA. While his parents pressure him to focus on earning a scholarship to an elite college, Boogie must find a way to navigate a new girlfriend, high school, on court rivals, and the burden of expectation. This only has 259 grades on IMDb.com so far, but I am relying upon the grade because I was kind of on the fence with my grade, and this is called Boogie. Thank you, everybody, for watching this review. Once again, this is in theaters, but I did not get a chance to go see this in theater. I haven't really gone to the theater the last 2 weeks just because of my life schedule. So I've had to figure out a different way to watch things that are in theaters, maybe a couple days after they come out. And we have that capability now with HBO Max and other apps and things like that. So I was able to watch this on an app on my phone a couple days ago, but I'm just getting to my review now because I like to do them on Mondays. Um, Boogie is one of those movies you want to watch, but you're not really sure what you're getting yourself into. Obviously, being a sports fan, any sports fan could watch this and want to watch it, have desire to watch it because it's about basketball. It's about the NBA, sort of. It's about competing and expectation and all that kind of stuff. And anybody who watches the NBA or has watched the NBA knows the story of Jeremy Lin, knows the story of Yao Ming. So, it could be a really inspirational movie when you're going into it. That's what we kind of expect. And they do kind of mention Jeremy Lin in this. So, I guess it's not about him. I was kind of hoping it was kind of a story about him, but maybe we'll get that one day. Um, yeah, where we go from the beginning all the way to the end here, it's almost like they want it to be a certain attitude, and I'm just not really appreciating the attitude that comes from this movie. And I want to like it. I want to be a part of it. I want to enjoy the basketball. I want to, enjoy the dream of going to the NBA. And it just feels like the makers of this movie wanted to crush all enjoyment. It has this rivalry that they talk about 50 times in the movie, and it's like when it finally happens, just that gets crushed, and that's just stupid how they handle that whole thing. And the dream of the NBA versus going to college, like it gets talked about. There are things that happen that unfold that storyline, and then that whole thing kind of gets crushed and is really disappointing. And honestly, our main character's attitude of how to handle things so he can get to where he wants to go is talked about 50 times, and he never changes. So that, is disappointing. And I would say most of this movie is just plain disappointing. I watched it, I tried to enjoy it, and everything I kind of got into, whether it be a storyline or a situation or a character, was just bad. And, like him and his girlfriend, we really didn't need that because, once they finally have the conversation about how he might go overseas or something, there's no resolution there. It's just arguing. And, we knew that was going to come, but there's no resolution from that argument. Is she going to go overseas with him? Is she going to try and go with him no matter where he goes to college? There's just no talking. And so I think they just made this movie to make it. They wanted to say, hey, look what we have. You watch our movie. and there's literally nothing in here. So it's really disappointing, really letting down at the end. I was on the fence of what to grade it because like it could be my worst grade because of how just disappointing it is and how other than the basketball it really doesn't have too much, but the parents do okay. The scouts play their part. It is a story. They just do a really bad job at handling the story. And so when my new attitude with grading movies, I kind of rely upon IMDb more often than not. And with their rating above a 5, I'm going to give this a C minus. I'm not going to give it my worst grade because I just don't think it's there. I don't think people are that frustrated with this movie, but it's not anything great. It's not anything you're going to love. I can't imagine anybody loving this and buying it and watching it a bunch of times. It's just not one of those movies. So if you like sports movies, you can watch this once. You can enjoy the basketball, I guess. That's my only recommendation for it. A C minus for Boogie. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or my other videos, try and get some of them to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy movies. Thanks.